Hi everyone, it's Dee with Beautycounter, and today I'm going to talk about the difference between Dew Skin and our Tint Skin. It's a question I get a lot, so I'm just going to go into it. I am wearing no foundation right now. I just have moisturizer on, and of course I have my eyes on because I didn't want to scare you this morning. But you'll be able to see the difference. I'm going to put on one side the Dew Skin and then the Tint Skin on the other side, okay? So first of all, I'm going to talk about the Dew Skin and I'm going to apply it while I'm talking about it, just to save a little time. So our Dew Skin Tinted Moisturizer has an SPF of 20 in it. It's very sheer coverage. I like to apply it with our flat brush because it just gives me a little more coverage. I put on a little much because this is about the amount I put on for my entire face. I wasn't thinking. But what I love about it is that it's very sheer. It just has just enough coverage to even out the skin tone, but it's not heavy. For a tinted moisturizer, what I love about it as well is that it doesn't feel icky or sticky, and it wears very well throughout the day. I have sweated through this stuff, working out, running around. This is my everyday go-to. So as you can see, it just kind of leaves a little bit of a luminous kind of finish, just a beautiful sheen. Has black currant and vitamin C, so it brightens the skin, gives a little bit of a glow, and it also has hyaluronic acid. Actually, both the Tint Skin and Dew Skin have hyaluronic acid, and what that is, it's a moisture binding ingredient, so it keeps your skin hydrated without making it feel dry or anything like that. So as you can see, very sheer coverage, evens out the skin tone a bit, but still, I don't know. This is my everyday go-to. I wear this for running around. So this is the Tint Skin, which is a really light and creamy consistency. It's a formula that is very light and creamy, but it gives a little more coverage. So I just put about this much. I use our complexion brush, and I just buff it into the skin. You can also use the flat brush if you want more coverage, but I like using the retractable foundation brush to buff it in. So what's great about this foundation is that it's buildable. And if you want just a little more coverage, and I know I've demonstrated this product in other tutorials, but if you just want a little more coverage, you just add a little bit more. Again, this leaves a little bit of a luminous finish, but not quite like the Dew Skin, but more like, I would say, fresh. So not matte, because sometimes with matte finish, a lot of people are like, oh, I want a ton of coverage, but sometimes with matte finish, it can actually make you look a little older, and it looks drying. So always think a little bit of dew, a little bit of luminosity equals youthful looking skin, okay? No matter what age. We won't discuss age right now, right? So I'll just buff it right into the skin. Again, I just added a little more coverage. As you can see, I have some dark spots. All right. So there's the difference that you can see between the two. This shows a little more skin because, again, it's a tinted moisturizer. And then our Tint Skin gives just a little more coverage. Again, it's buildable. So you can build up to probably a good medium coverage. And that's about it. I like to leave it as is, but sometimes in the evening, I will set it with our mattifying powder. And I'll just put a little bit of this on and just set it. So that's really the only difference. One is sheer coverage and one gives a little more coverage. One has SPF, one doesn't. So those are just some things that you have to think about. I have them both in my collection because I always believe that you need a wardrobe foundation because every day Dew Skin's fabulous. But if you want a little more coverage, you want to look more polished, this is great for evening. Or every day if you like more coverage. So I'm just setting it, and as you can see, the Dew Skin still has a little bit of luminosity. It doesn't quite mattify it, whereas the Tint Skin, you can still see it has a little bit of sheen, so it doesn't look completely dry. And that's another thing I love about our mattify powder. It doesn't fall into the fine lines. It just sets the makeup, and it moves with it. Both of these are very long wearing. I have, like I said earlier about the Dew Skin, I've worn this out, sweat through it, you know. I just love our products. So anyways, I'm going to finish off by putting on our bronzer. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Beautycounter. As you've seen in my tutorials, I love working for Beautycounter. I'm a makeup artist and photographer, but I've been able to implement this business quite easily just because I'm so passionate about the mission. I joined about 1.5 years ago, and mainly for the mission to get safer products out into the hands of everyone. And I just like educating others. You'd be surprised of how many people that don't know that personal care products are not regulated. I didn't know, and I've been in the industry for 20 years. So it was really surprising, and it's become such a passion of mine to really educate others on that. I'm a senior director with Beautycounter, and my team is everywhere from South Carolina to Seattle to California to Vegas. And if you want to be a part of Beautycounter, first of all, because you love the products, you can get a discount of 25% off and then other goodies that come about. Or if you just love the mission and helping spread that, or if you want to build a business. When I first started out, I really thought, oh, I'm just more mission driven. And I realized, wow, this really can be a lucrative business. So if you're interested in any of that, message me. Let's talk. Again, I can work with anybody across the United States, even in Canada. So if you're interested, let me know. Let's chat. Let's talk about the opportunity. I'd love to help you grow your business and help you reach your goals. But yeah, definitely give me a call. And I hope you like this tutorial, and message me if you have any questions. A lot of you do message me, and I love it. I love to help out and answer questions on anything about our products or anything that I've talked about in my previous tutorials. Anyways, have a beautiful day. Hopefully you can see the difference via the camera. I'm going to go check it in a little bit. But anyway, subscribe if you like what you've watched, and we'll talk soon.